Guys, and welcome to my top 6 best smartphone of 2016 video. And yeah, I have carefully selected 6 smartphones that I think are the best for your money. They're worth everything, you know, so we're gonna talk about them one by one. And this is my list, okay, so you don't have to agree with it. It's totally my opinion, my usage experience. You can disagree if you want to. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. Now, coming at number 6 is your boy LG V20. So you can see that it is the only flagship that comes with a removable back. So only top tier flagship. So V20 cost about $700 where I live. So with that price, you're getting an amazing build quality. You're getting a dual camera setup on the back, which produce some really good vibrant pictures. Power button and the fingerprint sensor is on the back. So really unique thing here. I actually like this a lot. Very convenient, so because your finger is always at the back. 5.7-inch Quad HD display, that secondary screen that gives us some extra things here. So I mean, overall it is a great phone, the first to come with the Android 7.0 Nougat, and it will get updated to 7.1 pretty soon. But this is a great device, LG V20. The bad thing only with this phone is that LG phones, their resale value is not that great, at least where I live. So overall, V20 is a great one-of-a-kind phone, and yeah, let's move on to the number 5. Coming at number 5 is the Huawei Mate 9. Now, Mate 9 is a great device, and the reason why I chose this phone is because the battery life on this phone is absolutely amazing, like better than the best. In most of phones, you get battery life from 4 to 5 hours. And in some good phones, you get above 5 hours. But on this one, based on my full-on gaming plus YouTube plus other high-end usage, it basically gave me about 6 hours plus screen on time. So you can watch my separate video about the battery life for the Mate 9. So this is a great phone for those people who want good battery, a phone that has a solid build quality, and a phone that can go on for years, like 2 or 3 years. So Huawei has the Kirin 960 processor inside of this phone, and they have made this phone with software like in a way that it gets faster after you start to use it for some time. So we have a dual camera sensor on the back, which allows us to record videos up to 4K. Pictures are nice. I would say this is a great camera, but still not the best. Does not compete against phones like the iPhone 7 Plus or Pixel XL or the Galaxy 7. Those phones have better camera, but I do believe that apart from camera, there are other strong selling point of this device, especially, you know, at the price is giving us the micro SD card slot option. You know, it's coming with 64 gigs of internal memory. The performance is top notch, and you do get the latest Android 7.0 Nougat with this device. And yeah, it overall it's my recommendation. And the battery life is insane. Like, you want the best battery life on the flagship with fast charging, then this one is to go with 4,000 mAh battery. So Huawei Mate 9, yeah, definitely on my list. Coming at the number 4, we got OnePlus 3T, the king of $500 range. And if you're living in US or a place where OnePlus 3 is available and costing about its base price that they've announced, which is around $433 for the 64 gigabyte model, then be thankful, okay? Because this is a great phone. We are blessed to have this phone because the price to spec ratio of this phone is great. So you get Snapdragon 821 plus 6 gigs of RAM, 3400 mAh battery, amazing dash charging, which is the fastest fast charging technology ever. You got a 16 megapixel camera on the back and a 16 megapixel camera on the front, so really high quality pictures from the back camera as well as the front camera. And you have a fingerprint sensor. The display is 5.5-inch 1080p, which also looks really good. So 64 gigs of internal memory, or you can spend a bit more at around $480. You get the 128 gigabyte model. So this is an awesome phone, and it's a super fast phone. The software is close to stock, not much bloatware hardware or anything like that. You can customize the existing UI, change icons and everything. So it's overall a great phone, deserved to be on this list. And like I said, it is the best phone on this list when it comes to price to specs ratio. So at number 3, we got Google Pixel XL. It's a great Android phone from Google. That is coming with a 5.5-inch Quad HD display. You get pure Android, which gives you the fastest updates. Of course, in the long run, it will beat all the phones that are currently on Nougat. You know, it's going to get the Android 8.0 or whatever the version will be faster than other devices. It has a Snapdragon 821 plus 4 gigs of RAM, so you get super awesome performance. And also, it has a great battery life. 5 hours plus screen on time is like a normal thing for this phone. Design is not that great. Like, people are not that impressed because it looks a lot like iPhone. I have to agree with that. But it's overall a good phone. And the best thing about this phone is the camera. Now, honestly, this is the best camera phone of 2016. Like, the pictures are amazing, and the color accuracy, I just love it. HDR Plus is the game changer here. So I highly agree that this camera is the best. And but the biggest disadvantage and the downside of the Pixel device is that they cost so much, and they don't give you the stereo speaker or water and dust resistancy that we get with the 7 Plus or the Galaxy S7. So and we don't even get the micro SD card, and you have to pay a lot, and you only get 32 gigabyte for the base model, and you have to pay even more for the 128 gigabytes. So if you live in US, you have to pay like $749 and $849 something for 32 size 128. But if you live in India or where I live, this phone just costs ridiculously high. You have to pay like 900 plus for even getting the base model. So again, it's your personal preference. If you can afford this device, then go ahead because it is a good phone that can give you some really great experience in the long run. So yeah. Coming at number 2 is the Galaxy S7/Galaxy S7 Edge. So these are just amazing devices, The S7 Edge especially, which I don't have anymore, but S7 Edge is awesome. If you can afford it, then go for it because the battery is amazing, the display is futuristic, dual curve edge, amazing Quad HD resolution. Camera is amazing. Like this, the autofocus on this camera is just killer, and I still feel that it is one of the best when it comes to low light situations. So you're not gonna get disappointed with the S7 or the S7 Edge. If you want more of a one-hand experience, then go with the S7, which also offers a Quad HD display, and with the Android Nougat update, it has gone really fast, even faster than the iPhone 7 Plus, based on my speed test video if you guys follow me. So yeah, it is a great device. Battery life is awesome, and Samsung, of course, as a brand, is gonna give you a great resale value also. So yeah, S7 and S7 Edge, one of the best phones here, if not the best, one of the best phones of 2016. And number 1, the iPhone 7 Plus. Now, I recently switched to the iPhone 7 Plus about 2 months ago, and I was using Android phones before that. Like, I've used pretty much all top Android phones, so I was kind of bored of using Android again and again, and so I decided to switch to the iPhone. And I never ever bought a Plus model in my whole life, so I went with the 7 Plus for the first time. It's the jet black iPhone 7 Plus, a really one of a kind, beautiful device. So there are a couple of reasons why this phone is like the best phone for me right now. Obviously right now, because I'm super pumped up for the Galaxy S8, so the switch is inevitable. I will be switching, of course. But like I said, there are a couple of reasons why I like the iPhone 7 Plus right now, which is the best phone for me. So number 1, of course, is the brand power. Now, I talked about this a lot in my videos that Apple devices, they have a really strong impact on people. Like, at least where I live, iPhones have, they are great. They just stand out. Never seen any other person having the iPhone 7 Plus. Like, I have so many friends, like I go out and all, but I've never seen any other person having the 7 Plus. So that makes me really special, a little bit. I don't know, but yeah, people, they get really impressed by the 7 Plus, the Apple. The build quality is amazing. The jet black color, like I said, in my opinion, is the best looking phone. Obviously, design it's not changed, so that's why I went with the jet black, because I knew that if I would go with the normal variant, they would like look the same. But the jet black really looks sexy, and I like it. Strong brand power plus amazing build quality. And the second reason, of course, is the stereo speaker. Now, I watch movies, I watch TV shows on my iPhone, and most of the time, of course, I can't use like headphones all the time, and I use stereo speakers, and they are amazing. The sound is amazing. The best out of all my phone, even after like a water test, they don't get distorted like they do on the S7. So I mean, S7 has a single speaker, but yeah, even with the water, they don't get the quality doesn't get bad, and they are great. And the third reason actually is the camera. So the portrait mode is just amazing. Like, it's just beastly good. Like, it's kind of like a mini DSLR, so easy to use. It does everything on its own. Like, you just have to be at the right distance and focus, and the pictures are just mind-blowing. And for this reason, this is the best camera for me. So I told you that the Pixel has the best camera when it comes to the picture colors and everything. The Galaxy 7 is the best with the video, you know, the 4K footage, the focus and everything is just so fast. And overall, the S7 has a f1.7 aperture size, so the pictures are brighter in low light conditions. But the 7 Plus actually is a really good DSLR kind of phone. You know, the pictures are just so amazing, and for that reason, I just love this camera. Battery life is also amazing, but it lacks fast charging, so which I really do miss a lot since I switched from the OnePlus 3, which had the dash charging. So yeah, fast charging definitely something I expect from Apple to come to the next iPhone, and the overall battery experience is great. Like, it lasts up to 1 day easily. Also, the software is iOS, which is simple, elegant, classy, and incredibly boring. Of course, no customization. So I still think that Android is superior to iOS, because the stuff that we get here are were available on Android for quite some time, like widgets and everything. So still, for heavy customizers, you know, if you want customization, then Android, of course, is your top choice. But I don't customize anymore. Like I don't know why, but I'm not that much pissed about the iOS experience. I just changed wallpaper and it looks a little bit fresh, but I would love to have like a theme engine in the future with iOS 11. That's my #1 wish list. And also sometimes it feels stupid, like I have like different Wi-Fi connections, so I don't know when it is which network it's connected to. Like on Android, you get everything, all the information on the quick setting area. So you don't get that. For that, I have to go into settings. So there are some simple things that are a bit weird on the iOS, but overall people like it because it is simple and apps are more polished. That's something that I highly agree with. For example, if I go into Instagram and if I go into the likes of this picture here, I can actually search and see which person has liked this picture, and you don't get that on Android. Like, I'm sure this is not a big deal, but really this is something that separates Android from Apple, because applications, the developers, they do put some extra effort to make application for iOS. And yeah, so I mean, in short, this is the best phone for me. You can choose any other phone, like they all are good. They all have their own strong selling point. For example, if we just quickly recap, the Mate 9, of course, the best battery wise, has the biggest display. Really enjoy this phone. The LTV20, one of a kind, removable back. You get amazing camera, dual camera sensor, wide pictures, and the software is good. You got secondary screen, which people like a lot. Of course, it has Android customization there. OnePlus 3T, the best when it comes to the price to specs ratio. If you want the best for your price, forget all of them, forget the iPhone, buy the OnePlus 3T. Great phone. And then we have the Pixel. Of course, if you can afford this phone, then it is one of the best Android devices available right now, with smooth Android experience, latest updates, amazing camera. The Galaxy 7 S7 Edge, of course, they are sweethearts, and they have amazing display, amazing camera, battery life. From the day one, they had the best rating. They're simply amazing. And then for me, the iPhone 7 Plus is the phone that is currently the best. The portrait mode is amazing. The stereo speakers are amazing. Water and dust resistance is also a good thing, and the build quality is super top notch. I love it. So yeah, that's it for this video. These are my top 6 best smartphone for the 2016 year here, and I would love to review them again in 2017 and see, if they're still worth it or not. And of course, this video was completely based on my usage. It was all my opinion. Again, you don't have to hate me or anything like that for choosing a different phone. But anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.